I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri.
And we're going for a drive.
2019 Ram 1500.
Laramie Longhorn Crew Cab 4x4.
Longhorn!
Longhorn!
I think that's the way you have to say it. So, what does Longhorn mean? Oh wait, horsepower and torque. Horsepower and torque.
395 horsepower, 410 pound-feet of torque from a 5.7 liter V8 Hemi. However, this one has the 48 volt mild hybrid system, which adds about 130 pounds of torque.
And that fills in the torque apps, right?
That's right, but you can't add it to the regular torque number.
Cool. So let's get to the Longhornness of this, because this is a cowboy themed truck.
This is the best interior ever.
So let's start with the general interior. What do we see from the back seat?
Longhorn!
Longhorn.
Everywhere.
We've got this cool wooded material, and you can tell that it's real because where they wrap it around here, it's cracking.
Exactly.
So if it was fake, it wouldn't. It would just be like a printout.
Yeah, and then directly into the wood is the Longhorn badge burned into it.
That is so attention to detail.
Everything in here is attention to detail.
It's so cowboy themed. Okay, and then below that, we've got cool like gun style engraving on pretty much all the gold copperish metal stuff everywhere.
The classiest engravings ever.
And then back to the little glove box area, we do have a little button, you can open it up.
And look at that button that you press.
It's so nice.
Everything is just crazy attention to detail in here.
So is this gold or is this copper? I think it's gold.
I think it's copper.
Copper? All right, we'll go with goldish copper. But before we keep going on with the cowboy stuff, today's sponsor, Kijiji Autos.
You can find new cars and trucks for sale using different search options and filters.
You can search by make, body type, or category, so if you don't know the exact model you want, you can easily narrow it down by the body type.
If you know you're looking for a Ram 1500, you can find over 19,000 of them on Kijiji Autos right now.
You can use Kijiji Autos to find the best dealer near you with ratings and reviews.
You can also use their instant price analysis to make sure you're getting a good deal right away.
So download the Kijiji Autos app from your favorite app store or click the links in the description below. So let's talk about our dash.
It's all leather up at the top.
What I like is this little leather panel right here underneath it. Like it was actual stitched boots or something.
Exactly, like they didn't need to add that, but they did.
And then we've got a cool brushed metal material in here as well between everything that fits very well.
And everything that looks like metal is metal.
Then let's talk about the steering wheel.
Steering wheel, we've got wood grain right on top, so we are grip and grain. It is so good. It's like it's matte kind of glossy finish.
But that looks fake.
No, this looks, the one at the bottom looks kind of fake.
And then we've even got the copperish goldish on the steering wheel as well. Then if we go back to our dash real quickly, where we have this wood along here, we also have these amberish lights that look so nice at night. Now I want to talk about the center area. And we've got the same sliding cup area like we had in the Ram Rebel, but this one is cowboyed out again.
This one's got nice inlays, that same theme everywhere.
This is more luxurious than Mercedes.
This is the Texas S-Class. This is it.
But also the S-Class S-Class.
Yeah.
Like this out S-Class is a lot of S-Class.
The little details, like that's what makes the S-Class so special, is the little details. This has all of that and more. And one overall thing about the interior that I wanted to mention, it's so quiet in here because it has active noise cancellation, just like an S-Class would.
Back to the armrest. So we've got snakeskin pattern now, or maybe crocodile skin.
No, it is alligator skin.
Alligator?
Yes.
Ah.
But it's alligator skin pattern, but it is regular leather.
And then we've got the Longhorn logo right here, which is very nice.
And it's set a little bit lower so it doesn't get in the way of your arm resting on it.
And even these rear cup holders have that wooden pattern on it. And then we've even got a little section that I think will fit
a tablet?
A tablet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say iPad. Well, that is a tablet.
That is a tablet.
If it's not an iPad.
An unbranded tablet.
We're gonna do like a Samsung.
Yeah, shout out Samsung.
What was that Microsoft thing they use at NFL? And
the Surface.
And then everyone kept calling it iPads too.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the front, we need to talk about the gauges.
Okay, so the gauges have been completely themed out as well, and they've done an impeccable job of everything.
So we've got golden little circles around the tack and the speed, and it's got the gun engraving all over it.
Yeah, and what's our red line, Yuri?
We don't have a red line, we just have more gun engraving.
Love this. And then the digital display is also not white, it's off-white to match everything else.
And the font for the analog and the digital is more cowboy-y.
Oh yeah, and even the odometer is definitely like old school, more cowboy-y.
And then we've got that cool leather pattern behind everything on the gauge and behind everything on the infotainment. By the way, we do have the big screen on the infotainment here.
We've got the optional 12-inch screen.
Let's talk about that later. We got more important cowboy stuff to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Okay, back to the gauges. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Like an arcade, like a cowboy-themed arcade game.
Yeah, okay, where you'd have like a shotgun and a Western thing. Yeah, this makes perfect sense.
So perfect. This gauge cluster looks like it was designed by the best graphic designer ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, if West Coast Customs had to make a cowboy-themed truck for SEMA, they wouldn't make it look this good.
No, not even close.
It's perfection.
Which, by the way, we might be going to SEMA this year, so hopefully we'll see you guys there. Now let's talk about the overall inspiration for this, because I read the press release and it's pretty funny.
Hit me with it.
Apparently they took design cues from an antique pocket watch, hand-tooled leather cowboy boots, or a horseman's saddle.
I fully see that.
So do I. It's great.
Okay, and speaking of cowboy-themed, what other hobby-themed cars are there?
There's been a bunch of like Longhorn, Bighorn editions. Like there's been cowboy editions.
But we haven't driven one yet. I'm talking about other hobbies. You know, my only other thing I can think of is the dog Honda Element.
Okay.
With like dog print seats and stuff. But besides that,
there's definitely been some. There's been a Dallas Cowboys themed F-150 once, I believe.
Okay, but that's more like specific, like the Harley Davidson Ford, like that's specific thing. But this is a general hobby.
True.
Like dog owning is a hobby, Cowboys hobby. Like I don't remember a Surfer
true.
HHR or something, or a Surfer PT Cruiser where
there might have been a Surfer edition Element though.
Instead of the speedometer, it was waves or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Let us know in the comments if there's any other hobby themed cars that we're missing, because this is so much fun.
Yeah, hobby themed, not movie themed or anything like that.
Okay, more cowboy stuff. Our grab handles, leather wrapped with awesome cowboy stitching.
And then we also have cowboy copper and stitching and stuff on our door panels.
We've got the alligator skin pattern, and then we've got copper/goldish door handles.
And then if we move down to where my feet are, look at these mats.
Okay, so the mats have a nice pattern on them, but then they also have barbed wire. And this isn't like lame Pamela Anderson tattoo barbed wire or like I'm Goldberg barbed wire. This is straight up.
That was cool at the time.
This is straight up, I gotta stop my cattle from leaving barbed wire.
Yeah, this is definitely country.
Now the seats.
The seats are so comfortable.
So now we've got the tan alligator skin style.
And they look so good, the shade of them and everything.
And then we've got the Longhorn patch right here as well.
And let's talk about these back seats. But before we get to the back seats, the back of these seats.
Okay. Belt buckle.
Belt buckles on the back of these.
It's not functional, but I really appreciate the detail.
It's so cool.
So let's talk about the back seats.
They recline. They are heated, cooled, and recline.
Lots of legroom, fold up, grocery bag hangers.
More than an S-Class. More room than a friggin' S-Class.
And then we've also got the nice materials on the door panels in the back, and I think we're all cowboyed out.
I think so too. For the inside.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about next?
The drivetrain.
Drivetrain?
Yeah, of course. 48 volt mild hybrid.
All right.
Okay, let's floor this thing right now. Downshift's a little slow. Definitely not a lot of power, but enough.
It's definitely not Ford Raptor fast.
No, it's not. But that torque fill, you do feel it here and there. It's not like the most substantial thing, but it would probably help you with gas mileage. So it is an option. You don't have to get it. And I would recommend probably just getting it.
Maybe for towing?
Yeah, maybe. This can tow up to 12,750 pounds, which is actually quite a bit.
What's that in jet skis?
Oh, dude, that's like 6.
Okay, if anybody is a jet ski rep or Sea-Doos or fun watercraft, I don't know what the correct term is, hit us up. We want to review that.
Personal watercraft.
Personal watercraft. Hit us up. We want to review that and electric scooters.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff we want to do. We're going to work on it.
I might already have a jet ski by the point of this video being posted, but I am
looking
looking
a personal watercraft.
Yes, I am looking for a jet ski to buy right now. A PWC.
I want stand up.
It downshifts relatively slow, but it's smooth through all the gears. It's a ZF 8-speed auto.
If you mad at what point do you think it's going to shift since there's no red line?
I'm gonna go with
Go.
Gold line.
Which one? Name a number.
All right, 6.5. No, that's a little high. 5750. That's my guess.
5 1/4 of an engraving.
The drivetrain is really, really good. This is one of the better drivetrains in this segment.
Solid and smooth.
I think it's better than the EcoBoosts from Ford, for sure.
It's good all around.
And there are no drive modes. There's only our 4-wheel drive auto, 4-wheel drive high, 4 low. We have all that fun stuff.
But if you drive really well, an eco light shows up sometimes.
That is pretty cool because we do have the mild hybrid system. Oh, and one thing that I noticed that they fixed from here from the Pacifica is changing between park, reverse, neutral drive is actually really quick.
Yeah, the lights update right away.
Exactly.
Show me real quick. I'm kidding.
I can't.
Almost crashed.
I hit the volume knob, just kidding.
I have not screwed up the volume knob to the shifter once.
I haven't yet, but I've been reaching for a fake column shifter. But this does have air suspension and we can lower it quite well. You were able to fit it into your house parking garage by lowering it.
So the Ram Rebel, I was confused for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what was wrong with me that day.
I told you it lowered.
Yeah. And now, I have to lower it and I make through with like no clearance. It's amazing.
And the air suspension is so soft. This is one of the most comfortable trucks I've driven, like no question. It's just so damn comfortable. And I'm gonna send it very comfortably into Cliche Corner. Lots of body roll, some tire squeal, but this isn't truck.
It feels exactly like a truck would.
Yeah, but it's not like a Rebel. Like a Rebel handled a little bit better because it's supposed to. This thing just absorbs all the bumps. It feels so good. This kind of feels like a Rolls Royce. Like we're actually driving a Rolls Royce truck, kind of.
Sure, maybe you're a cowboy.
Well, yeah, a cowboy Rolls Royce.
Where's your cowboy hat?
I don't have one. I got a cowboy shirt, kind of.
Oh man, come on, you gotta live the gimmick. We did the cop video.
Yeah, I guess. Overall, this is one of the smoothest driving trucks ever with a very smooth drivetrain. I love everything about how this drives. I love everything about the interior, but let's continue talking about the interior and the exterior, which we haven't talked about yet, but we'll get you into the driver's seat.
Let's start with looks.
Yeah, let's do that.
And we know a lot of you guys watch without subscribing, so just hit the subscribe button.
And hit the notification bell.
And the throttle.
That sounds pretty good because it's still V8.
Pretty all right. Okay, exterior.
But first the visors.
3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, full pass.
Okay, hit me with that cup.
All right.
Medium fits just fine. Hit me with that mug.
Oh, this one? This A&W mug, which we are not sponsored by.
Fits perfectly. Okay, outside now.
What do you want to talk about first?
I guess the grill, because it's different than the Ram Rebel we drove.
Big chrome grill, very appropriate for a cowboy themed truck.
Do you like this grill more than the Rebel grill?
No, absolutely not.
If you were a cowboy, would you like this grill more than the Rebel grill?
Oh, absolutely.
I think I can agree with that. Let's talk about the headlights.
The headlights are okay. Again, the new generation of Ram doesn't have the best headlights. They don't stand out.
I think they look like, you know, in the 80s you'd have those two square headlights.
Yeah.
It's like that, but modern and good.
Well, if you say 80s and modern, it's kind of...
You know what I mean. I think it looks very appropriate for this.
What I do really like about the chromeness of this is that we actually have chrome tow hooks and stuff in the front.
Yeah, for this kind of model, I don't mind the chrome at all. And I guess we can talk about the color.
Do you think that this did the chrome better than the Denali did the chrome?
Even.
Okay, fair enough.
I think even, because the Denali did the chrome very well.
Watch our Denali review as well.
Okay, what do you think of the blue color on this?
It's all right. I would like some brown with this. Brown on brown would be perfect.
But it does have some pop at the right moments. Side profile.
It looks like a truck.
There is a very nice body line that comes from like midway through the front fender all the way up and across. I really like it. I think it's such a good body line.
And we have power running boards on this one as well.
Yeah, and when you're in the entry exit level, they are so low to the ground. It's so nice.
And what did you notice about the back doors?
What did I notice? Oh yeah, they opened super wide.
Yeah, super wide.
Like, remember the Ridgeline?
The Ridgeline?
Yeah. Do you remember how bad that was? You couldn't fit anything in the back.
You could barely get a box in there.
This is amazing. How about the wheels?
Oh, I love these 22s. They look so sick.
I feel like these wheels in general are a little too small for this big of a truck.
You think 22s are too small?
Needs fatter tires. But speaking of tires, what is the general recommended tire?
The General Grabber APT.
And how about the truck bed?
The truck bed has the Ram box.
Okay, what is a Ram box?
Okay, so the sides actually open. You can store crap in there, and it's amazing.
I think it'd be so good if you had dirty boots or whatever, so you didn't clog up the interior.
Yeah, it's great.
And then in the very back, we've got a cover and a normal bed, but we've got a gimmick to get in.
Yeah, we actually have a little step, and when you kick that step out, the truck actually lowers its air suspension to get in even easier.
Do you like this more than the Ford or the Chevy step?
I think those ones work a little bit better, but this one's more out of the way, and then you don't have a weird looking tailgate.
How about the one on your Ford Raptor?
Yeah, that one doesn't work. Yeah.
Okay, but it's pretty good.
I have one.
So how about the taillights?
The taillights look all right, nothing special.
Pretty much same as the Ram Rebel.
Yeah, exactly.
So overall, looks-wise, where do you think this truck lands?
It's a pretty good looking truck. Not the best looking, I don't think, but very appropriate for a cowboy theme.
I would say upper tier of truck looks.
Yeah.
And now for one of the most exciting reasons why we picked this truck.
The 12-inch infotainment.
Okay, so I guess everyone's like, is this a Tesla competitor now because they got the big screen? And kind of yes.
I think it's better.
So the best part is you can have your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto and then also your satellite radio or other thing at the bottom.
And it works in double screens, no issues.
So it was built in partnership with satellite radio. You get the satellite radio logo when it pops up. But you know what it doesn't have?
What doesn't it have?
Tune mix.
But it does rewind satellite radio.
Yeah, but like, this is our new thing that we're working on. We're branding it. Also, we're not including our new cool feature.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then it's got like dumb stuff like Sirius traffic or something like that. And I checked it out compared to Google Maps traffic because I was in stop and go traffic on the highway and this said it was green. So it's not the best.
And by the way, this also has adaptive cruise control and lane keep assist.
Yes, it's like lane departure assist, but the adaptive cruise control works really well. But back to the infotainment screen. The graphics are very nice. We've got that cool cowboy leather pattern behind everything. The fake buttons on the screen look like the buttons on the side with the bevels and everything.
And we do still have physical volume and tuning knobs and a couple redundant buttons. I wouldn't mind a couple more, but I understand where everything is.
Yeah, well, we got our climate all on the side and everything. We've got our lane keep up here, our parking assist, which works very well. And speaking of parking assist, amazing 360 camera, front camera, reverse camera.
Super high res.
And you can also program different listeners in for your Sirius satellite radio, so you can program, I guess, which favorites land for which person.
That is pretty cool.
And then you've got little avatars. I picked those cool party glasses because I'm a fun guy and I like to party.
All right. Yeah, I get it.
He's not here.
Well, yeah, we
anymore.
can't make jokes about him anymore. He's not ours.
Good luck, LA.
Yeah.
And then if we move below the infotainment, we've got that awesome cell phone holder that it just slides in. Remember we said in the bullet video that other car companies haven't adapted to larger phones?
Ram has.
Ram is the best at it.
And it's wireless charging there as well. It works flawlessly.
USB, USB-C. You know what the wireless charger is called?
The Ram charger?
Ram charger. So with everything pretty much covered, hit me with the price.
This one starts at $71,045.
Canadian?
And this one is sitting at $88,495.
Canadian, which I think is an insane deal for how luxurious this is, especially if you're into cowboy themes.
And did you know that there's one trim above this?
Is it cowboy themed?
No, it's not.
Not interested.
Exactly. This is the one to get.
So as for competition to the other trucks we've driven, they're all pretty much about the same price range for the more luxurious ones.
Yeah, pretty much.
This absolutely kills the Denali.
This absolutely kills every other interior in its class. Like,
And every other
destroys.
class.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if this wasn't cowboy themed and it was just like nice wood themed, it would still kill pretty much everything.
They need to take this theme and adapt it to like non-themed things and just continue going with the level of quality that's in this interior.
Okay, and you know what bugs me is that people said the Maserati interior, they're like, oh, well, it's Chrysler inside. Like, yo, look at this Chrysler inside.
Yo, but to
This
be honest,
FCA is good.
this is better than the Maserati interior.
Okay, but I'm sure if the Maserati interior had to be cowboy themed, it would be just as good as this.
But they could have like an Italian theme and like just have like flags everywhere.
Pasta.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess let us know if there's other hobby themed vehicles. We want to know which ones they are. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Check out patreon.com/TheStraightPipes, join our YouTube membership, check out Teespring for swag, and also download the Kijiji Autos app.
Check out how many Rams there are on there. Maybe pick up a Longhorn yourself. I'm Yuri.
I'm Jacob.
And we're going for a drive. This is a subscription break. Don't forget to subscribe.
Subscribe right now. Subscribe. We didn't do that.